Alright, welcome to the channel, and today we're bringing you a full, complete, loose set of the Panini Premier League 2025 sticker collection. That's all 636 stickers plus 48 transfer update stickers, so you can choose to watch every single sticker in the collection or just your favourite team or favourite player. The choice really is yours, but whatever you do, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Right then, let's get started. So we'll start off with obviously all the kits and the first few stickers. So first sticker then, Premier League trophy, nice gold background on that as well. Really loving the shinies at the front pages this season. Then we're on to number 2, which is the official match ball. So that's your summer one, that's your winter one. And on to the kits now. There's obviously with the kits this season, some of the other stickers as well. It's like a fabric-y kind of sticker, isn't it? So they've changed it up for the last one. So we'll start with Bournemouth, Arsenal, Villa, Brentford, Brighton, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Everton, Fulham, Ipswich, so Leicester, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, Southampton, rock bottom, aren't they, Southampton, Tottenham, West Ham, and Wolves. So that's all your kits, and now we're on to the teams. So first team then, obviously because the AFC Bournemouth, so it starts with the A, it's the lowest one in the alphabet, even though it is Bournemouth. No one calls it AFC Bournemouth, do this. So we're starting off with Bournemouth. So here's the Bournemouth badge. Bournemouth currently 8th, aren't they? And the top of that little group of 4 between 8th and 11th that could finish in any position at the minute, aren't they? They're on 53 and Fulham are down 11th on 51. So any of these teams could get that, what's probably going to be the last European place. So Kepa, Mark Travers, Julian Araujo, Ilya Zabanya. We've got Up the Cherries fabric sticker, Dean Hyson, Milos Kerkez, Marcus Senesi, Adam Smith, Max Aarons, Lewis Cook, David Brooks, who's still doing well, and he's recovered from cancer. Alex Scott, who won a sought after cars last season, went for his rookie season. Ryan Christie, Tyler Adams, Marcus Tavernier, Philip Billing, Dwango Ouattara, Luis Sinistera, Justin Clivert, who's the top scorer at the minute for Bournemouth anyway, 12. And Antoine Semenyo has been one of the star players this season as well, and could be looking at a big move away. And we've got rising star Alex Scott, elite Antoine Semenyo, Eva Nielsen, Ilya Zabaranye. These are all the key player ones. Marcus Tavernier, Enish Unal, Eva Nielsen as the super signing. That's Bournemouth complete. So now we're on to Arsenal. Obviously, we currently sit second. They're on 67, 3 points above Man City with 3 games to go. But Arsenal's goal difference is a lot better. I know a few people have been obviously taking the mickey, saying, "Oh, Arsenal could finish third in a two-horse race for the title." But I think they'll just about have enough. That goal difference, that +7 on the goal difference, makes a massive difference, doesn't it? So we've got Arsenal badge, David Raya, Neto, Jurien Timber, Jacob Kiwaya. Obviously they play PSG tonight, so I'm filming it. They'll be kicking off soon. We've got Come On You Gooners, fabric sticker, William Saliba, Kieran Tierney, Ben White, Gabriel Magalhaes, Alexander Zinchenko, Takiro Tomiyasu, Riccardo Calafiore, Thomas Partey, Martin Odegaard, captain, Jorginho, it's could be his last season as well at Arsenal, isn't it? Mikel Merino, Kai Havertz was currently top scorer, believe it or not, for Arsenal this season in Premier League with 9 goals. Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Martinelli. Well, Gabriel's an Arsenal team, isn't there? Leandro Trossard, rising star Ricardo Calafiore, elite William Saliba, Declan Rice. He's got amazing free kicks against Real Madrid, didn't he? Declan Rice, key player. Bukayo Saka, key player. Raheem Sterling. And super signing Mikel Merino. On to Aston Villa then, who I've still got a chance of qualifying for Champions League again. Obviously lost in quarterfinals to PSG, who are playing Arsenal tonight. Currently sits 7th on 60. But it's the goal difference and it's only +6, so that where it could be falls down for Villa. So they're going to really have to win all 3 games and hope Chelsea and Newcastle, Man City above them, and Forest mess up. So Villa badge. Emiliano Martinez, Robin Olsen, Luca Digne, Pau Torres, Ale, fabric sticker, Villa, Matty Cash, Diego Carlos, Ezri Konsa, Tyrone Mings, Kosta Nedeljkovic, Ian Martson, Ross Barkley, John McGinn, Yuri Tielemans, Emiliano Buendia, Jane Philogene, who's now gone to Ipswich, Amadou Onana, Leon Bailey, Jacob Ramsey, Boubacar Kamara, John Duran, who's obviously in Saudi Arabia as well, rising star Morgan Rogers, elite Emiliano Martinez, Morgan Rogers, got Ezri Konsa, key player, and Ollie Watkins, key player, who's the top scorer with 15 into Ollie Watkins, normal sticker, and super signing Amadou Onana. Now we're on to Brentford. Again, they're in that pack of 4, aren't they, that could finish in the European places in the top 8, finishing 8th. Just 1 point behind Bournemouth. Goal difference just behind Bournemouth, sitting it on 9, whereas Bournemouth is 13. So they've got realistic chance of getting into Europe. So we've got Brentford badge. Mark Flecken, Hakan Valdimarsson, Ben Mee, Christopher Ayer. We've got B Together, the fabric sticker, Aaron Hickey, Rico Henry, Sepp Vandenberg, Ethan Pinnock, Nathan Collins, Mads Roslev, Christian Nørgaard, captain, Matthias Jensen, Fabio Carvalho, Juho Yarmolenko, Mikhail Damsgaard, Vitaly Janel, Igor Thiago, Johan Visser, who's the equal top scorer with Brian Buemo on 18, which is ridiculous for a team to have 2 players on 18 goals. There you go, Brian Buemo as well. Keane Lewis Potter, rising star Kevin Schade, Johan Visser, elite, Kevin Schade. Then we've got key players Ethan Pinnock and Brian Buemo. Then we've got Gustavo Nunes and super signing Fabio Carvalho. Now on to Brighton, another one of those teams in that little group of 4 from 11th to 8th. Brighton currently sitting in 10th on 52. Their goal difference is only +1, so again, they're going to have to win all 3 games to have any chance of finishing in that top 8, aren't they? So we've got Brighton badge, Bart Verbruggen, Jason Steele, Joel Veltman, James Milner, got the fabric Stando Fall sticker, Captain Lewis Dunk, Ferde Kadioglu, John Paul Van Heck, Purvis Estupinan, Solly March, Brojan Gruda, Carlos Baleba, Kauro Mitoma, he's a really good player, isn't he? Matt Wither, Matt O'Reilly, Jack Hinchelwood, João Pedro, top scorer into for Brighton, currently with 10. Simon Adingra, Jorginho Ruter, they bought from Leeds, didn't they, for an obscene amount of money, about 40 million, weren't it? Yankubu Mente, scored against Newcastle, didn't he, at weekend. Danny Welbeck, got rising star Yankubu Mente. Elite João Pedro. Julio Enciso is on loan at Ipswich currently. Kaoru Mitoma, key player. And Danny Welbeck. Evan Ferguson, who's currently on loan at West Ham, and Jorginho Rute. Now we're on to Chelsea, who are currently in the top 5, so they do sit in a Champions League position on 63 points, level with Newcastle, a point behind Man City and all, aren't they? And Newcastle and Chelsea are both on 21 goal difference, so it's going to be key into it, these last 3 games. They're going to have to score better Newcastle's results and also score more goals, guarantee that place in Champions League, aren't they? So we've got Chelsea badge, Robert Sanchez, Philip Jorgensen, Levi Colwill, Reece James captain, up the Chels fabric sticker, Axel Disarce, Mark Cucurella, Tosin Adarabioyo, Benoit Badiashile, Malo Gusto, Wesley Fofana, Enzo Fernandez, Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, Moises Caicedo, Romeo Lavea, Pedro Neto, Mikhailo Mudryk, who obviously suspended at the minute due to the drugs allegation, João Felix, who's back out on loan, Nicholas Jackson, who's top scorer at the minute, Chelsea with 10, Christopher Nkunku, Jadon Sancho, rising star Nane Madueke, Cole Palmer elite, Nane Madueke or Madueke, I'm quite sure how you say it, Mark Cucurella key player, and Moises Caicedo, Cole Palmer, definitely Chelsea's best player I'd say, and super signing João Felix. Now we're on to Palace, who they're just going to finish where they are, aren't they? They're currently 12th at minute, 5 points behind Fulham, 5 points in front of Fulham, Wolves even. They're not going anywhere, are they? They're going to be finishing in 12th, can already predict that. So we've got Palace badge, Dean Henderson, definitely one of the best goalkeepers I've ever seen play for Blades, Matt Turner, Daniel Munoz, Nathaniel Klein, South London Pride, fabric sticker. We've got Joel Ward, captain, Tyrick Mitchell, Maxence Lacroix, Mark Gueye, Chris Richards, Trevor Chalobah, Chadwick Raid, Ismail Assar, Jefferson Lerma, Ebericha Eze, Jeffrey Schlupp, Daichek Kamada, Adam Wharton, Czech Decore, Eddie Nketiah, Mateus Franca. We've got rising star Adam Wharton, elite Ebericha Eze, Will Hughes, Mark Gueye, key player, and Jean-Philippe Mateta. Jean-Philippe Mateta and Eddie Nketiah, super signing. On to Everton. We've nearly done the first half of the book. Yeah. So we've got Everton badge then. So Everton, they're the top of the worst bunch, really, aren't they? That aren't being relegated this season at the minute. Currently 14, just above Man U because their goal difference is 2 better. They're on 39 points. So obviously, Everton finishing above Man U, Spurs and West Ham is a good season, really, isn't it? Especially going into the new stadium as well. But it's more the fact that Man U and Spurs have had terrible seasons. So, Jordan Pickford, João Virginia, Ashley Young, Vitaly Mikalenko, the Toffees fabric sticker, Nathan Patterson, Michael Keane, James Tarkowski, Jake O'Brien, Seamus Coleman captain, Jared Branthwaite, Orel Mangala, Abdoulaye Doucouré, Idrissa Gana-Gueye, James Garner, Tim Irogbanum, Dwight McNeil, Iliman Ndiaye, who's the current top scorer at the minute on 7. And again, like I've always said, best player I've ever seen play for Sheffield United. We should have seen him play for us. Premier League, we might not have finished bottom. We'd have finished second from bottom last season. Jack Harrison, Beto, Armando Broja, rising star Jared Branthwaite. I wonder if he'll go to Man U this summer. Elite James Tarkowski scored that amazing equalising against Liverpool in last 7 Merseyside derby at Goodison Park. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, another ex-Blade. Jordan Pickford, key player, and James Garner. Jesper Lindstrom and super signing Iliman and Jai. On to Fulham then. So again, these are the last team in that like little group of 4, aren't they? The only one that don't begin with a B. They're in 11th, currently on 51. Goal difference is +3, so it's slightly better than Brighton's, but a lot worse than Brentford and Bournemouth. So again, they're going to have to finish on 60 points with 3 wins from 3 to have any chance of finishing that top 8. So we've got Fulham badge, Bernd Leno, Stephen Bender, Timothy Castagne, Ryan Sessegnon, Come On You Whites, fabric sticker, Kenny Tete, Calvin Bassey, Joachim Anderson, George Cuenca, Issa Diop, Anthony Robinson, Harrison Reed, Tom Kearney, captain, Sander Berg, again, one of the best players I've ever seen play for Sheffield United, really suits Fulham. For me, he's like a Rolls-Royce type player. You cannot get that ball off him, and I think he'll probably move on to a bigger team as well, and he'll really excel here. Andreas Pereira, Sasa Lukic, Emile Smith-Rowe, Harry Wilson, Rodrigo Muniz, Adama Traore, Alex Iwobi. We've got rising star Rodrigo Muniz, elite Anthony Robinson, Raul Jimenez, Bernd Leno key player, Andreas Pereira key player, Reece Nelson, and super signing Emile Smith-Rowe. On to Ipswich then. We're probably going to finish top of the relegated teams, aren't they? But yeah, again, it's second season in a row that 3 promoted clubs are the ones that have gone straight back down. Ipswich, obviously, they're in 18th at the minute, 1 point above Leicester, and the goal difference is, they're on 22 points, and the goal difference is -41. So again, it's not even close, is it? The closest team to that goal difference-wise is West Ham on -19, so it shows you the massive difference for the promoted clubs and clubs in 17. So we've got Ipswich badge, Arjanit Muric, Christian Walton, Jacob Greaves, Dara O'Shea, Tractor Boys, fabric sticker, Leif Davis, Luke Wolfenden, Cameron Burgess, Ben Johnson, Axel Twanzebe, Sam Morsey, captain, Wes Burns, Calvin Phillips, Jens Kajuste, Jack Taylor, Cheje Ogbene, Massimo Luongo, Liam Delap, Amari Hutchinson, Sam Schmorix, George Hurst, Amari Hutchinson, rising star, Sam Schmorix, elite, Connor Chaplin, Dara O'Shea, key player, Leif Davis, key player, Jack Clark, and super signing Liam Delap, obviously with their top scorer at the minute on 12, and he's not going to be there next season, is he? So now we're on to the season so far, stickers. So that's Bournemouth getting that ridiculously late win at Everton. That's looks like Mateta scoring against Leicester. Man City scoring against Arsenal. Cole Palmer scoring, I believe that is against Wolves, it looks like, with a kit. May be wrong there. Brentford definitely scoring against Wolves. Brighton scoring against Spurs. And now we're on to the Panini sticker stars. So we've got Kepa Arrizabalaga for Brighton, Gabriel Martinelli for Arsenal, Luca Digne for Villa, Ben Mee, Brentford, Lewis Dunk, Pedro Neto, Dean Henderson, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Alex Iwobi, Ben Johnson, Jordan Ayew, Trent Alexander-Arnold's obviously going to Real Madrid, isn't he? Bernardo Silva, Harry Maguire, Loads of ex-Blades in these stickers, but we're just going through here, the sticker stars. Harvey Barnes, James Ward-Prowse, Adam Lallana, James Maddison, who's now out injured for the rest of the season, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and Matt Doherty. And now we're on to the record breakers. So obviously, starting off with one of the best players ever to play in the Premier League, Thierry Henry, James Milner, John Terry, Jamie Vardy, Michael Owen, Kevin De Bruyne, Brad Friedel, and Teddy Sheringham, who I believe was the oldest player to score in the Premier League, isn't he? The funny stories involving Teddy Sheringham was when he signed for Forest. Brian Clough greeted him saying, I believe you're Edward. He went, oh yeah, but people call me Teddy. He went, nice to meet you, Edward. And that's just what Brian Clough will like, weren't it? So now we're on to Leicester City. Again, one of the promoted teams going straight back down. Currently in 19th on 21 points because they beat Southampton at weekend, didn't they? And they're on minus 47 goal difference. So they're going to have to get at least 2 points to finish above Ipswich at 3 games, which got 21 out of 35. So highly doubt. I think the positions they're in now, the relegated teams, it's the positions they'll be in at the end of the season. So Leicester badge. Danny Ward, Mads Hermansen, Victor Christiansen, Ricardo Pereira, the Foxes, fabric sticker, James Justin, Wout Face, Connor Cody, Caleb Okole, Yannick Vestergaard, Wilfred Ndidi, Harry Winks, Bilal Al-Kanous, Hamza Chowdhury, who's currently on loan at Blades, Oliver Skip, Boubacar Samari, Facundo Buonanate, Jamie Vardy, captain, Stephe Mavidide, Bobby De Cordova-Reid, Jordan Ayew, Rising Stars, Facundo Buonanate, Ili Wilfred Ndidi, Abdul Fatubu, Mads Hermansen, key player, and Harry Winks, Odsonne Edouard, and super signing Bilal Al-Kanous. On to the champions then, Liverpool. Second Premier League title, but 20th league title in total. Keep seeing that sign going around at stadiums at minute saying you're not 19 forever, because they were one behind Man U, weren't they? But now they're level. Absolutely smashed it this season. Currently on 82 points. Could finish on 91. 46 on goal difference as well. Deserved champions. So we've got Liverpool badge. Alisson, Quiver Kelleher, Andrew Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, again, who, like I said, is going to go to Real Madrid, getting quite a bit of flack as well from Liverpool fans for doing that. Luis Diaz, fabric sticker there for the Never Walk Alone one. Joe Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, captain, Ibrahima Konate, Konstantinos Shimikas, Jarrell Quansah, Connor Bradley, Waturo Endo, Dominic Szoboszlai, Alex McAllister, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, Ryan Gravenberch, Darwin Núñez, Mohamed Salah, top scorer for Liverpool, top scorer in Premier League as well on 28, and he'll probably break that 30 mark as well. Federico Chiesa, who's definitely had an injury hit season, hasn't he? Cody Gakpo, rising star Connor Bradley, elite Mohamed Salah, and he has been elite as well into this season. Luis Diaz, key players Alex McAllister and Diogo Jota. Diogo Jota and super signing Federico Chiesa. So now we're on to Man City then, who have been champions for the last 4 seasons, but you know, somebody 5 years in a row would have been unprecedented, wouldn't it? 4 years in a row were. So Man City badge, obviously they're currently sitting third, probably will finish here unless Arsenal absolutely collapse in these last few games. They're on plus 24 goal difference, aren't they? And obviously we all know their top goal scorer is Erling Haaland on 21. So we've got Stefan Ortega Moreno, Ederson, Josko Gvardiol, Manuel Akanji, Blue Moon fabric sticker, Kyle Walker, another ex-Blade, currently on loan at AC Milan, isn't he? Ruben Diaz, John Stones, Nathan Ake, Rico Lewis, Mateo Kovacic, Jack Grealish, Jeremy Doku, Rodrigo, Kevin De Bruyne, captain, another player who was leaving Man City at end of season, Ilkay Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Mateus Nunes, Phil Foden, Oscar Bob, James McAtee, again, 2 seasons on loan at Blades, isn't he? Another ex-Blades, he's a really good player. Seems to be making that step up as well, 9 Man City's team. Rising star, Oscar Bob, Erling Haaland, elite, Savinho, Josko Gvardiol, Phil Foden, key player, Erling Haaland, the top scorer for Man City, and super signing, Savinho. Now we're on to Man United, who have had one of the worst seasons they've had in such a long time. The 15th, they could finish 17th, but yet still qualified for Champions League by winning Europa League. Unbelievable, Jeff. Yeah, currently, like I said, on 39, -9 goal difference, top scorer 8, Bruno Fernandes, only on 8, but yeah, unbelievably poor season for Man United. So there's the badge. Got Altay Bayandia, Andre Onana, Tyrell Malaysia, Lenny Yoro, Red Devils fabric sticker for got Rashford on it, who's obviously currently at Villa. Nasser Mazraoui, Mateus De Ligt, Harry Maguire, Lisandro Martinez, Diogo Dalot, Luke Shaw, Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes, captain, Christian Eriksen, Casemiro, Manuel Ugarte, Kobbie Mainoo, Marcus Rashford, who we know is at Villa now on loan, Joshua Zirkzee, Amad Diallo, one of the few bright spots of Man U season, hasn't he, when he's been fit, Alejandro Garnacho, rising star Lenny Yoro, Kobbie Mainoo, elite, Rasmus Højlund, key players Bruno Fernandes and Alejandro Garnacho, Antony, who's on loan in Spain at the minute, and super signing, Manuel Ugarte. The only benefit and bit of hope I can give to Man U is you definitely won't be as bad next season. You won't be the worst United as well, because if Sheffield United go up, we will be. If not, it'll be Leeds United. So we're on to Newcastle then. Again, they currently sit in the top 5. They're on 63 like Chelsea, plus 21 goal difference like Chelsea, but scored more goals. So, again, they just need to win their last 3 games, don't they? Or at least get 7 points, make sure they guarantee that top 5 position to guarantee Champions League football. So, Newcastle badge, Martin Dubravka, Nick Pope, Emil Kraft, Lewis Hall, Toon Army fabric sticker, Kieran Trippier, Sven Botman, Fabian Schär, Jamal Lascelles, captain, Tino Livramento, Lloyd Kelly, Dan Burn, he has been captain lately, hasn't he, and scored one of the goals in League Cup final, Joe Linton, Sandro Tonali, Jacob Murphy, Miguel Almiron, who's gone back to MLS, Joe Willock, Bruno Guimaraes, Callum Wilson, Anthony Gordon, Harvey Barnes, rising star Tino Livramento, elite Alexander Isak, and he has been elite for Newcastle this season, hasn't he? Top goal scorer on 23, Sean Longstaff, key players Bruno Guimaraes and Anthony Gordon, Alexander Isak, and super signing Lewis Hall. On to Forest then, who seem to have been 3rd all season and all of a sudden find themselves 6th on 61. I mean, again, they're in that cluster, aren't they? They're only 3 points behind Man City, who are on 64, aren't they? But it's the goal difference there is plus 12, so it's, after that good season they've had, for them to miss out on Champions League, it would be harsh. I mean, I wouldn't be bothered. Being a Blade, Don't always get on with Forest. We've had some epic battles over the years, but there we go. Forest badge, Matt Sells, Carlos Miguel, Alex Moreno, Willy Bolly, Tricky Trees fabric sticker, Murato, Murillo, Nico Williams, Harry Toffolo, Nikola Milenkovic, Ola Aina, Ibrahim Sangare, Elliot Anderson, Morgan Gibbs-White was one of the best players in Premier League at the minute. Best players I've seen play for Blades in recent years as well. Nicholas Dominguez, James Ward-Prowse, Ryan Yates, captain, Taiwo Awonye, Chris Wood, who's their top scorer on 19, Callum Hudson-Odoi, who is a really good player as well, isn't he? As well as Alanga, Rising Star Murillo, Elite Morgan Gibbs-White, Danilo, Nikola Milenkovic, and Chris Wood, key players. Roman Sosa, and super signing Elliot Anderson. And now we're on to Southampton, who are rock bottom and could equal the points record for the lowest amount of points in Premier League history with 11, minus 57 goal difference as well, and the top goal scorer is Onuachu on 4. So yeah, they have been absolutely abysmal, but haven't got as much flak press as what we got last season. So although we had more points, scored more goals, we got battered a lot, didn't we? 8-0, 6-0, 5-0. It were, yeah, bad season. But yeah, Southampton looking like they're going to eclipse that and equal Derby's record. So I've got Southampton badge, Aaron Ramsdale, Gavin Bazunu, Yukinare Sugawara, Charlie Taylor, Saints fabric sticker, Kyle Walker-Peters, Jack Stevens captain, Taylor Harwood-Bellis, James Bree, Jan Bednarak, Flynn Downs, Joe Aribo, Will Smallbone, Adam Lallana, Mateus Fernandez, who has been one of the few bright sparks in Southampton's season, Maxwell Cornet, Ryan Fraser, Tyler Diblin, Adam Armstrong, who's on loan at West Brom, Ross Stewart, Ben Brereton Diaz, who's on loan at Blades, Rising Star, Tyler Diblin, Elite Kyle Walker-Peters, Leslie Ugachukwu, Jan Bednarak, key player, and Adam Armstrong, Cameron Archer, who loves getting relegated with teams in red and white, doesn't he, unfortunately, from poor lad. Blades last season, Southampton this season, and Aaron Ramsdale, super signing. On to Spurs then. Again, unbelievably poor season from Spurs, but could end up in Champions League winning Europa League. They're currently sitting on 38 points in 16th, but a little plus. You've got +6 on your goal difference, so not all bad, is it? But yeah, one of the worst seasons they've ever had in Premier League. So that's Spurs badge. Guglielmo Vicario, Fraser Forster, Jed Spence. Well, what we'll say is you've not had any help with injuries, have you? Horrendous injury problems this season. Ben Davis. To do is to dare, fabric sticker. Radu Dragosin, Destiny Udoge, Christian Romero, Pedro Porro, Mickey van der Ven, Yves Basuma, James Maddison, Archie Gray, Lucas Bergval, Dejan Kulusevski, Papi Matassar, Rodrigo Bentancur, Richarlison, Timo Werner, Dominic Solanke, Brennan Johnson, your top goal scorer on 11, Rising Star Lucas Bergval, Elite Son Heung-min, who has not hit the usual heights he usually does, has he? Son Heung-min, captain. Key players, Mickey van der Ven and Pedro Porro. Wilson Odobert and super signing Dominic Solanke. And now we're on to West Ham, who are the worst of the rest of the teams in the Premier League, aren't they? 17th currently, sitting on 37 points, but could finish up to 13th. But they're on minus 19 goal difference, the worst goal difference out of the non-relegated teams. So West Ham badge. Got Lucas Fabianski, Alphonse Areola, Maximilian Kilman, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Come On You Irons, fabric sticker, Aaron Cresswell, Vladimir Kufal, Konstantinos Mavropanos, Jean-Claire Todibo, Emerson Palmieri, Carlos Soler, Lucas Paquetá, Mohamed Kudus, Edson Alvarez, Guido Rodriguez, Thomas Soucek, Andrew Irving, Michael Antonio, hopefully he recovers from his horrendous injuries he got in that car crash, Nicholas Fulkrug, Lewis Guilherme, Danny Ings, Rising Star, Crescencio Somerville, Elite Mohamed Kudus, Crescencio Somerville, Alphonse Areola, key player, Jared Bowen, key player, who's your top scorer on 10, and Jared Bowen, captain at super signing Max Kilman. Last team then before we get on to transfer updates. So it's Wolves, who had a really poor start to the season, but have been immense these last 10 games or so, especially, haven't they? Did they win 6 in a row? Currently sitting in 13th, top of that pile of the rest, aren't they? It's not going to catch Palace up. On minus 11 on the goal difference as well, on 41 points. Matthias Cunha with 15 goals. I don't think he's going to be there next season, mate. You never know. So we've got Wolves badge, Jose Sa, Sam Johnston, Craig Dawson, Nelson Semedo. Probably not going to be there next season either. His contract runs out on it. We Are Wolves fabric sticker, Matt Doherty, Ryan Aitnure, Santiago Bueno, Yerson Mosquera, Totte, Mario Lamina, Boubacar Traore, Andre, João Gomez, Tommy Doyle, ex-Blade, Jorgen Strand Larsen, who's your second top scorer. I think he's on like 13, isn't he? Matthias Cunha, who is your top scorer, Rodrigo Gomez, Pablo Sarabia, Carlos Forbes, Jean-Ric Bellegarde, Rising Star Rodrigo Gomez, Matthias Cunha, Elite, Hwang Hee-chan, key players Ryan Aitnure and Mario Lamina, Goncalo Guedes, and super signing Sam Johnston. So that is all your team stickers, all 636 of them, all the normal stickers on the album, and now we're on to the 48 transfer updates. This is a set you have to buy separately from Panini for $9.99 off their website. So starting off with Julio Soler, Miles Lewis Skelly, rookie sticker, Axel Disarce, Andres Garcia, Lamar Bagade, Daniel Malen, Marco Asensio, Marcus Rashford, Michael Coyote, Paris Magoma, Aaron Cashin, Diego Gomez, Matisse Amagu, Mark Guia, Ben Chilwell, Roman Esse, Justin Devaney, Carlos Alcaraz, Josh King, William, Alex Palmer, Jaden Philogene, Jakub Stolakic, Wayo Koulibaly, Vretislav Yaros, Vitor Reis, Abdul Kadir Kushnov, Jamie Simpson Poussey, Nico Gonzalez, Nico O'Reilly, Omar Mamouche, Patrick Dogu, Toby Collier, Jota Silva, Joe Lumley, Nathan Wood, Wellington, Joachim Kaye Sander, Albert Grombeek, Antonin Kinski, Kevin Danso, Mattis Tell, Oliver Scarles, Evan Ferguson, Emmanuel Agbadu, Nasser Giga, Pedro Lima, and Marshall Munetze. So there you go. That is all 638 stickers plus your 48 transfer update stickers for the Premier League 2025 sticker collection. Let me know what you think in the comments about the sticker collection. Have you managed to collect them all? Keep an eye out as well. I'm going to be sticking every single sticker in the coming weeks and be uploading that as well. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you there on the next one.